All right, for sure. CloudLounGe ReMM podcast. And I'm with
GIF.
Lityy, double LR.
E double LR.
Insight from SigmaThreeMedia.
a special guest.
Kenny.
Yes, sir. True G. Pleasure to have you today. It's been, in the works a few months.
About a month and a half. So it's not his fault.
Gifty.
I'm gonna take the blame.
Full court pressure team in the building. Sponsored by Elite Connect LLC.
Yes, sir.
You already know the
In the
vibes.
building. Double LR in the building. ReZerXtion Studio.
Yes,
But let's
sir.
get straight to it. Kenny H. We want to know your DNA. Where were you born?
Born in New York. Raised out here in the South End, Springfield. Been here my whole life.
When you came out here?
Shit, I moved out here in the 90s, probably 1992. But I was always going to New York every weekend. Then my mom moved back with it, but I sat down here with my dad. So every weekend I was still in New York for all the way until maybe 2008 until I joined the military. And then from there it was just on and off.
All right, for sure. So you attended elementary, middle school in New York, and
No,
then came
everything
over
here.
Everything over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was every weekend back in NY with the family.
Yeah.
What, mom's side, dad's side?
Mom's side.
Mom's side? True. And you move out here with both parents? With your
So
mom?
both parents they moved out here. My parents they had a split. My mom moved to New York. I stayed down here with my dad. So that's probably around 2001 to 2004. Then my mom came back down here, but we'll still visit New York every weekend. So every weekend I was over there. Except during basketball season, that's the only time that I stayed down here.
True. So you're saying you were into sports as a child?
Yeah.
You're going there. And what schools you attended? You don't mind me asking?
I went to Zanetti Montessori. Then that's elementary school. I went to Duggan for middle school and then Commerce.
Commerce?
Yeah. Then I graduated in the military.
Oh, true.
What year did you go to military for?
Originally, I joined 07, got kicked out, and then joined back up 2008.
08?
Yeah.
And you was there for how long?
I did 15 years altogether.
What branch?
I did Army. And then
In the
I'm
Army?
National Guard, yeah.
Okay.
So you went overseas?
I did certain things. I went overseas, to Canada and other places. I was part of specialized units, so I did what's called the Homeland Response Force, which is almost equivalent to Homeland Security. So we'll do a lot of training, teaching the Canadian forces, the African forces, all those other, Guam and all that. So we did other stuff that, obviously we can't really get into like that, but
What did you like the most about it?
structure. It gave me a patience, something I didn't have. I used to get triggered fast. I was 0 to 100. So that kind of allowed me to pretty much get my life back. So when I got arrested, I had assault and battery into a police officer, got kicked out of the Army. Then I beat an attempted murder charge, and from there, I just left to the Army. That pretty much wiped out everything. So whenever I was working with kids or did anything, I'd be like, oh, you did this, but the Army accepted you, so you get in our eyes. And from there,
Yep.
by the grace of God, I never got in
Salute to
trouble.
you for that.
Salute.
Salute for sure.
Not
Salute
a lot
for
of
your
people
service.
get
Yeah,
to that.
definitely. Thank you for your service.
And thank you for your service, for real,
Yep.
for real.
Definitely.
So I seen 12-time powerlifting champion.
Yeah, we got to update that bio. I just won a few weeks ago.
You want a few more.
So
I know you did.
how much more we got now?
I won 2 more. I got another New Jersey record.
Salute to
and
you.
Salute to that.
as well as another one in New York. So
Nice.
So with the discipline from the Army, that's what got you inspired to work out, train.
nah, so I was worked out as a young kid.
Yeah.
I was the second youngest. So you being the youngest, all
I
your
hear that, I
family
hear
members,
that.
you're the target. You're the one that everybody want to beat
I
on
hear
and all
that,
that.
I hear
So
that.
Yeah,
I
we
hear
hear
that.
that.
I hear that. I can relate.
you know what I'm saying? So
Respectfully.
they understood at an early age that that wasn't gonna work with me. So me playing sports, I was a player against with people older than me. So if I was in middle school, I'm playing with people in high school. So I always want to be that competitive edge. I got to be number one. I got to be the strongest. So I was always working out. By the time I hit my freshman year, I was already benching 315. So I didn't understand how strong per se I was until
For real. Freshman. Getting busy for
So
sure.
basketball early. Do you try football?
I
Or
played
any other sport?
I played football, baseball, but I was basketball was my go-to.
That's your shit, yeah.
Yeah.
For Commerce High, especially.
So I played for Commerce. Me and the coach at the time, we didn't see eye to eye. So I started playing more AAU and stuff like that. So I was traveling more. And then in the summertime, I'll play like with the varsity team and stuff like that. But me and the coach at the time, we didn't see eye to eye. So I didn't even bother like trying to play for him because I know it wasn't gonna. As I used to be hot tempered and I knew it wasn't gonna work out. So
True. Impulsive at times. Where you think that roots from?
I won't say impulsive because I was very calculated with a lot
You're
of stuff.
calculated, yeah.
But the stuff is, I know that I'll get triggered. So I'm the type of person that if you say some BS to me, I'm like, yo, I'm a corrector right there. You know what I'm saying? On the
Off rip,
spot.
right?
Right, exactly.
And I'm a true Scorpio, so I don't know how to let things go. So, it was one of those things. I was like, you know what?
It's just how
AAU gives
move.
you more.
It's just how you move.
Yeah, like now kids have better opportunity to get view. You get more scouts. Back in 2008, you wasn't really getting scouted unless you play AAU. So that's pretty much what I did. And like I said, I went to the military. I got offered to play for their basketball team, but at that time, my mind wasn't there no more. I was just like, let me give this shit a true shot. You know what I'm saying? I knew that if I came back here, it's going to go back to selling drugs and doing the same shit over and over and over. So that was like my outlet. That was like I said, I need a structure. Like, if I could have a grown-ass man yelling at me, pointing at me, doing crazy stuff,
Right.
then, and I'm not going to say it came easy because there's a few times.
You adapted to it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
can't
you know.
handle that. I would.
No, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be
Can't handle
honest.
that
There's a
shit,
few
bro.
times I put hands on people. Like, by the grace of God, like I said, I should have been demoted so many times, and I didn't. So it was just always like I was in the right place.
But they knew your value. So
it was a
didn't do
trade-off.
what they had to do because they knew your value. So
Yeah, there was a trade-off for them. You know what I'm saying?
You did it off of what you needed to do off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, what was one of the ways you learned how to deal with your hardships since, all that situation happened on, as far as the Army's concerned? Like, how you deal with hardships, especially like the street life situation mixed in with personal? Like, what's...
I just learned. So me, I'm the type of person I write everything. How I'm gonna do, my next 10 moves. How this gonna affect my brother, my mother, my father, anybody, my friend. I never put myself in a situation where I'm gonna put somebody else to get screwed over. And if God forbid something was gonna happen, my team I'll take care of them. Whether it's bailing them out, taking care of them, I always make sure they were good. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of the times, whether I was away from the game or now that I left the military and got into the legal weed side and all these other things, I had so much backing because people understood the body of work like, you're a stand-up dude, so we go work with you.
Okay, so speaking on that, once you left the Army, you had to calculate, see a new plan, strategize. You got into, like, the cannabis industry.
Yep.
Yes.
Legal cannabis.
Elaborate on that.
So it was different, I come from the era of Nicks and Dimes. I come out, I'm talking about people talking about, I'm paying 180. I'm like, damn, hold on,
Respectfully.
And it was a game changer.
For the niggas in the back. You know
what I'm saying? Like, I had to call. I was calling niggas like, yo, is it true niggas is paying 180 for this shit? It was like, yeah. I'm like,
Shit
shit, I'm
sound
working
crazy,
backwards,
right?
like, And, from there, I learned. I asked a lot of questions. I had people that was like, nah, this is how this shit works. Like I said, I calculate, I did my research. I had a lot of my sativa, indicas, all this shit that I was just like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? But once I learned, then I also have a psychology background. So
Yes, sir.
by having that, I had to learn, you know what I'm saying? How can I make money off this? I went to a competition. I seen everybody smoking. So I'm just like, damn, niggas getting high before. But then it explained to me, no, I'm smoking this type of weed or I'm eating this type of edible. So I said, hold on, I already have a popularity. If I could sell these T-shirts, I could definitely sell this. And that's when I talked to Days. We worked on a game plan to come up with a line where it's going to be suitable for people to, buy legally and also profit from the competitions and stuff like that. So that's how everything started.
That's interesting. So while getting into that avenue, you were already trained to be training from the sports. So let me hear a little bit more about you doing like the powerlifting challenges and all that stuff. Like, what's that experience like? Like, you met someone that was in the gym or like?
So I did a part of I did bodybuilding first,
Bodybuilding, yeah.
but I was competing naturally. So I know realistically, to make a lot of money, you got to take some stuff. I wasn't gonna sacrifice what I had with the military. I get drug tested. Me being this size, every month was mandatory drug test. When I tore my ACL, that was like, hey, you gotta go get drug tested. Hey, every month it was, and it wasn't like pee on a cup. It was like we're drawing your blood. So I knew that I couldn't even try to attempt it because you pop out one time, you lose your whole career. So there was a Shriners meet on December. One of my boys was like, yo, just do this for charity. So I said, all right, it's a good cause, so I'll do it. Then I started doing research. I'm like, dang, that's a natural federation. I started Googling records, and I'm like, I could break this shit without really trying. So I did the meet, I won. Did another meet, I won. And then I was like, all right, let me really train for this. So then I started training, and I was just Googling every state. Oh, this guy, the record's 400 bench, I'm going to open up with 430.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do this, and that's how everything started, for me.
So you have to live in that atmosphere. You're training daily, right? Just to try to get in that vibe. That's interesting. That's fire. Multi-talented, I'll say, right?
Yeah,
Cannabis.
it's all psychology, like I said, is when you lift a lot of heavy weights, there's always that stigma of what if I fail? What did this happen? What does that happen? You know what I'm saying? So you have to go in there with a mindset of, it's like if you play sports, you might be better than the other team, but all it takes is one day for you to have a bad game and you lose. You know what I'm saying? Now you're sacrificing sponsorship, you're sacrificing money, your image, you know what I'm saying? So every time I competed, I make sure that I did my research. I seen around that state what was the top lift, who came even closer to me, and I
That's
just
important.
executed.
That's important. Gathering vital information, knowing who your opponents are, knowing the records so you could just break them. You know what I mean?
Instagram tells you a lot about people, man.
Yeah.
For real.
In both ways, right? Because like you could live a fake life online,
yeah.
right? Like up and all that shit. We cool. And
What
what's
motivates you though?
exactly?
Like at the end of the day, what really motivates you to do everything you do?
My family. I know that me creating this lane with the workouts allow me to get a sponsorship with Days, allow me to get all these opportunities with like Chill Medicated and all these other companies that sponsor me, the Metabolic Nutrition, Prozis, some of the stuff like I brought you in today. These are company that really pays me, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, like I started as a bodybuilder. I was fortunate enough to know the one who won the Olympia and get guidance from them. People that are legit millionaires just say, hey, Cam, we're gonna guide you. Like a guy like Lamont Clemens, he's the one that had the contract with the MGM, and he owns a lot of businesses. So having mentors like that, yo, Ken, I'm gonna teach you to make money, but you gotta come to my office every Tuesday and Thursday to these meetings. So now I gotta learn the language. Now it ain't just like here's a check. No, it's you want this, come over here and learn. Learn how to structure.
What you see.
So then that's what allowed me to learn about business, learn about managing credit, this, that, and the rest is history from there,
Right.
That's dope. That's good. And prioritizing for your family, like you mentioned, you're a father, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Children, how many children you have? Your mom?
Only one.
One? Okay, bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Thank you.
How has that changed your perspective in life since having a child?
It was different because now I'm like, I can't really fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
I can't do nothing wrong. I can't jeopardize my career. I can't go to jail. So now it's like, now you have a family. Now you have to provide for them. You know what I'm saying? And do it in the right way because they're going to look up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At the end of the day, you're their role model. You're their superhero. So it's making sure to have balance between, okay, you got a school play or whatever the case may be. I got to be there while I'm still working as a psychologist and working in the military and doing all these other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's still creating time for them, time for your home. And that's a mistake a lot of people don't, they forget to do is they get consumed with the money. But they forgot that
career,
there's something at home. You know what I'm saying?
And you need that fuel. You need, the family is very important in order to move forward. You got generational wealth. You got businesses to attend. You got, a life, to live. You know what I mean? So it's important to just be on the move and, ascending in life, entering next dimensions. Because the change is important, and change is like part of the fourth dimension. You know what I mean? So like, what you saying? You speaking on your ideal self.
Oh, no, you good. You good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't wanna.
No, you good.
Now, most definitely, change is what's needed. A lot of time, people think that by you changing, that you're never going to evolve or you're sacrificing who you really are. In reality, a lot of time, people are scared to change because they're scared of themselves. They're scared of
Yep.
the popularity contest.
Yep.
Like you
Yep.
said, Instagram is not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that perception of this is who I am, this is who I got to be.
Yep.
A lot of people take that to heart. They think
Yep.
that they're going to lose their identity. When, like I said, when I left to the military, I came back, I still got the same amount of love, but I had to move different because times change, you know what I'm saying? Everybody changed. People that were friends now are enemies. You know, when I left to the Army, I think I lost like 15 people.
Real.
You know what I'm saying?
Be like that. You can't have everyone new chapters. You gotta leave people behind.
And this is in less than 90 days, 15 murders. You know what I'm saying? So now I started thinking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person died and that person died. Then some of the killings are, then y'all grew up together. You kill your best friend, like what the fuck? Like what was so serious that this happened? So now that's when reality started hitting you, like, you know what? I believe when everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And my purpose was to change and change for the better. Like, granted, like, yes, I ain't no sucker, I ain't no punk, but I know that I can't always be so reactive. Because by a simple conversation, a lot of things could change.
You got to choose your battles.
Choose about, yeah. So you like to evaluate.
Yeah, because you know, you got to say it like this, right? I was being a bigger person, you know, size wise and everything. So, a lot of time people, based on who your family is or what they heard you could have done or whatever, they assume this guy's he's gonna kill me or
Yeah.
this person's gonna do
You're gonna
this.
follow the trend.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it might not be you, it might be your friends that really ride for you that might try to do something. So now you have to mediate the situation and tell people it's really not that deep. Let's not take it to that level. Because at the end of the day, we all want to come home. We all want to stay away from the jails and prosper in life. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time is making sure that you could control, not in a bad way, but your surroundings, control your friends.
Yeah.
And remind them that, hey, I appreciate you for having my back, but you don't have to try to carry everybody that says the wrong thing to me.
Yeah. We're not on that type of time.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now. Be alert.
If there's an
appreciative.
example that you're gonna set right now, what is one of the samples that you would put right now? Like, what would you put out there for another person that's wild, or another person that's gully? You know what I'm saying? What would you teach them if you can teach them?
Don't be so reactive. Like I said, perception is a bliss, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I could be a guy that somebody can say, oh, he's always has a gun with him, but doesn't mean that I'm going to kill you because we got into a simple argument.
Right.
You might be with 10 killers, but number 9 might not be a killer. He might be the softest nigga in your crew, but the perception is he's with killers, so he might kill me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Through conversation, it doesn't mean that I'm punking you down, you punking me down. We're just getting into an understanding because I'm Dominican too, so, you know, they talk loud as hell.
Dominican?
Yeah, so a lot of people sometimes,
Respect that culture.
you know what I'm saying?
You know?
I had to
Salute
be
to
like,
the
yo, you
Dominican
yelling at
side.
me or we having a
The Dominican
conversation?
side
Like,
gotta get saluted.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of time, certain people come from New York, Philly, Boston, whatever.
Boston.
The culture is different. So I might speak a certain way, and I had to learn to speak in a lower tone because a lot of people used to be like, yo, you used to come out aggressive, or yo, you have a deep-ass voice, so I learned to tone it down because I want you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
A lot
already
of
intimidated by your structure already,
Right.
so like to hear you like.
sometimes I cross my hands like this, so I put my hands in my pocket to show you there's no threat
Subtleness.
because
Yep.
I don't know your mental health. I don't know your PTSDs. So if I trigger you and I'm a big dude, now you might be like, dang, he's gonna whoop my ass, or I got this on me, I might have to use it because of his structure. But if I speak to you with respect, now you're gonna say, you know what, you could be mad, but once you take a deep breath and think about it, be like, you know what, he didn't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Now it doesn't have to get to that. See what I'm saying? So it's eliminating that back and forth.
Have you ever gotten into meditation and like
Yeah.
studying your breathing patterns?
I used to do that a lot when I was younger. I said I was a walking time bomb, so I was the straightest student to sold drugs, who had to create this image when people see me as like, no, not him. No way. He's the straightest student. He's a basketball player. When there were certain situations in school where I thank God every single day that certain things didn't happen,
For sure.
Because my friends were wise enough to say, yo, Ken, you're bugging. You're really going to try to shoot this person because he jumped your brother? You're really going to try to do this? They brought me down, and as I got older, like I said, I was able to assess and evaluate. Like, you know what? This shit could go left. That could go left. This could happen. That could happen.
Any second, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where as I got older, I was like, all right, this is what I got to perfect. Because you could have money, you could have all the brains in the world, but if you can't control your temper, you're not going to be successful in life.
I look at life like character building and spiritual healing. So what I'm hearing from you is as such, you know what I mean? Like character building. You're structuring yourself. You have discipline already. You know, you prioritize. You have awareness, because a lot of knuckleheads out here, you know what I mean? They're on sheep mode, you know what I mean? They just, oh, I'm intimidated. I'm just going to, you know what I mean? Retaliate quick. They ain't, you know what I mean? They're going to react.
Yeah, they're not thinking.
Yeah, they ain't thinking. So they're going to react rather than retaliate. You come from like a firm place, you know what I mean? Stand on business, like Lityy would say, right?
Yep.
Stand on business.
Staying on business. Yeah, see, she knows.
My
She,
introduction out here.
once you heard the stand on business, it's definitely me. You know what I'm saying? Just
Nah,
making
man.
sure that that's
Yeah,
principle.
I
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact though. Like my introduction out here when I moved from New York, I seen. So if you're not familiar with Mill Street back in the days,
Mill Street, yeah.
that was a big Lion King and solids. You know what I'm saying?
From where?
Just in general, they used to run the area
From
in the 90s.
NY or from Mass?
No, just in Mass, in Springfield. So
What
when
was the streets you said?
Mill Street.
Mill Street?
So if
I
you look-
definitely know what Mill Street
That
is.
near Belmont, right? Like
Yeah,
the
so
bottom.
they used to be.
Yeah, I know what Mill
There
Street
used to be buildings there, but because there was so much crime and so much stuff, they knocked the building down.
Right.
My introduction was one of the head of the Lion Queens. She got her shit blown off. That was, you're seeing that shit. You're like,
That's
oh shit,
crazy.
you're like
Broad
3 years
daylight.
old. And you understanding like, oh shit, they just killed somebody in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
You got adapted to what
Welcome
was
to
real.
the city.
Yeah, so you know, like
Automatically, welcome to the city.
you see that, you start watching movies, you start putting two and two together. Like I said, I was always a kid who I asked questions. I read a lot of
Very
books,
observant.
so I was very into like biographies. Like, all right, let me see what make this shit tick. Or, like I said, I grew up with a lot of family members that made a lot of money. So then I was like, you watch a movie, you be like, oh, he had a brown bag too. Okay, oh, you count a lot of money. So now I'm putting two and two together. So I'm asking questions. Back in the days it was cold. If they was gonna light up a building, it's kids. Hey, listen, don't bring your kids. Bring them to your mom's house or
Yeah.
bring them over there. Because at
Facts.
this time it's about to get real. Nowadays they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Reckless, very nonchalant.
This generation don't give a fuck. But respectfully, the generation you came from, I came from, we came from,
Yep.
a lot of us came
Principles.
from. You know what I'm saying?
Principles.
So
And morals.
there was morals and principles that you couldn't violate. So at that point, I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that for sure. And a lot of us know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? But one
different.
question I do want to ask you, what made you want to do what you're doing now? So you have your own business. So you're promoting full court pressure, right?
Shout out to that.
Shout out. What made you get into that?
So my business partner, Black Frost, he was telling me for a while now, my bad, this shit spilled.
Oh,
That's cool.
He was telling me for a while, like, yo, let's get into this, but he also understood I was in the military, so he didn't want me to jeopardize my career. As soon as my contract expired, I got my medical discharge and everything. He was like, yo, let's get into it. So like I said, I did my research. I said, let me do my research first before I jump into anything. Then I structured everything with the celebrities. We have celebrities out here that's promoting our brand legally and, off the street stuff. So I was like, all right, let me start a security company. Started a security company, still kept the brand full court pressure. Then it's like, all right, we're already selling clothing. Let's blow it up now. So we piece everything together where through one entity, we could do 4 or 5 different things. And once I seen the vision and then I started marketing, then it was a wrap. We
Took
just took
off.
off. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I had to learn everything first. I had to learn about clothing material. I had to learn about how can I promote this. Because you got to think about it like this. You pay $250. For that, you could say, yeah, I could go get me a mirror shirt, or I could go get me this, or I could get
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts, facts.
It's how can I be approachable where people are going to say, I want to support your brand. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of money invested in giving out stuff for free, but at the same time also you had the support from the people. A lot of people don't know we do a lot of toy drive. We did a huge toy drive this year. Black right now is in New York doing another toy drive.
Awesome. That's
So
awesome.
we always get back to the community. We do stuff with basketball clinics. You know, we're from Springfield, you know what I'm saying, home of the basketball. So when people see that, they understand this
Hall
is
of
coming
Fame.
from here. And like I said, we did a lot of stuff with celebrities. We treated them like regular people, so they respected the brand. Hey, look, let me get a tracksuit. Yo, let me get 2 of these. Yo, my man wants one. Now word of mouth, that's how we started building the brand.
True. So dealing with the brand a few years, you say, like what during or 2020 and up or
1
before
year.
that
We started September last year.
of last year?
Yeah.
Fire.
This shit is it's moving too. Like you said, he's approachable. You know what I'm saying? He's respectable in all aspects of what he's doing. There's no dirt on his name. So when he puts his brand out, you gotta have motion. He got motion
Yeah.
on all levels. On levels that people don't even understand that he's reaching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the different aspects. It's not only the security brand and all that. Like he's approachable.
He has the respect out there, so
Exactly. So
Yep.
when you got that motion, anybody who got that motion, that's your feet hitting the ground. You can put anything out there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just made he got the city. Wherever you go, you got the city on your chest. You wearing your city.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respect.
But it's in a different way, you know what I'm saying? So
What do you feel is your next move?
Next move, it's gonna be something special 2024. We have, you know, the brand.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so Elite Connect.
We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with Elite Connect.
Shout out.
We're gonna be doing a
Big
lot
shout
of,
out to Elite Connect.
Yes, sir.
We got a huge collab coming out. We're gonna do a lot of stuff with more artists. We're gonna start doing not just your typical concerts where we go to the club, meet and greets. We're looking into doing venues, you know, 3,000 people, 5,000, 10,000. And it's gonna be a good move. Right now I have a few celebrities on board. It's just putting everything together where we could start going city to city, state to state, and just making this move. Then we also got my man Axel right there.
Yep, we
you
got
know.
ACM.
He doesn't
Axel,
like
Axel,
the
baby.
spotlight
In the
right
building.
now.
there too.
All right.
But,
We
you know
never
what I'm saying?
forget
He's
ACM. You
down.
already know.
He's here.
That's family.
He's live.
He's gonna,
Speak
you
up.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
That's the man. He got a little Axel on his chest right now.
You see the A on my
You
hat.
feel me?
You see the
Stunting
A
out here.
supporting the gang.
Boy,
You know what I'm saying?
stunting.
so we wanna,
So-
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a lot of stuff. Like my whole 2024 is anybody that I'm associated with. Doesn't matter if it's my brand or somebody else's brand. I want to help propel their brand to the next level. I want to be able to say, hey, if I call you my friend, you know you're really more like family. So if I'm here, I want you to be here. I don't want you to be here with me. I want you to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's always room for everybody.
So what are the teams that are coming out for you? What are the brands? Shout them out now. Like give them all the light right now. What's coming out now? What's your next move that's tapping in with everybody? Like what's the
sponsors.
biggest and best move you think that's gonna come out right now?
They're all good.
So the biggest thing 2024 is right now. I spoke with Chris from Days Cannabis last month before I did my show. They should be having an edible line dropping soon, and another weed line dropping out. So that's gonna be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I also have a drink with I don't know if you're familiarized with the THC drinks. I got my own flavor coming out with self-medicated, as well as my own CBD coming out with them.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And yeah, you know, so we moving little by little. Obviously, with the supplements, I'm with Metabolic Nutrition. So pretty soon, I'm gonna start being more featured on their pages, on their social media. Well, the social media I've just seen is always
Right,
out
right,
there, but they're
absolutely.
gonna start putting me on their websites.
Right.
And just nationals coming up. You know what I'm saying? My goal right now is to.
Vegas, we getting the money in Vegas.
Yeah. It's a nice
So,
$30,000 payout. You know what I'm saying?
My biggest question is for the fans, for everybody that's out there, where can they follow you at?
NPC competitor Kenneth, Instagram, Facebook. I don't really check my Facebook, but it's my whole name.
Nah,
Kenneth Herrera.
Facebook. If it ain't it, it ain't it.
Nah, I
What-
be there,
what-
but that's more for the family.
Like, what's the
right,
best
exactly.
place that people can be like, yo, where can I find this man at?
IG.
IG, NPC competitor Kenneth.
All right, so you already heard him. IG
NPC competitor
is
Kenneth.
definitely a spot to get him. What do you feel like that you gotta get out to the world right now? Like,
Honestly, I'm a huge fan about mental health. A
mental
lot of
health,
people
alright.
do not realize the struggle that the best friend might be going through because we're so caught up in this machismo and we're men's and we can't, you know what I'm saying? That they don't know how to read the signs when somebody's struggling, when somebody's dealing with some real shit, you know what I'm saying? They think that, oh, he's good. He just quiet today. He had a bad. No, like, check on your friends. Yo, are you good? It doesn't have to be in front of everybody. It could be a quick text. Yo, bro, listen, I don't want to put no pressure, but just know I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? One thing I saw a lot in the military that made me get into the whole mental health thing is I had a lot of soldiers come back from deployment. They're happy as hell. But when they go home, they're in a box. Then it's like, yo, such and such committed suicide. Another, hey. So I got into the mental health for that. Also, I thought about the next generation. You know what I'm saying? They don't have thick skin like how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? So the suicidal rate is even higher now. So that's why I started working with Gondara. I was working in group homes. I do a lot of volunteer work that I haven't accepted any awards because I didn't want them to be like, you're doing this for this. It's gonna take away, you know what I'm saying? I'm working right now, we're in the process right now to start working with the YMCA in Springfield and run all the YMCAs and volunteer the time, you know, through working out, teach them how they can work out to suppress the anxiety, the anger through the workouts. So that's something that 2024 I will be doing. I will be volunteering my time. Same thing with the high schools, just going to the high school, speaking to these kids, helping them out in the weight room, and trying to help them out just so they can have a voice and have somebody they could talk to whenever they're down. Nobody never know what somebody goes through behind closed doors. They might have a happy home, or they might have a shitty home, you know what I'm saying? There's people that have been molested, been raped, and they don't know where to go from there. So by me having this experience and working in this field, I just want them to know that fuck the money, fuck the businesses. You matter as a person. If I can help save your life, then that's
all
that's
that
more than the
matters.
money to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep, exactly. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I would like to have my own nonprofit where I want to bring powerlifting to Massachusetts in the sense like in the collegiate level, you know what I'm saying? Think about down south. Them kids is way ahead of us. They start working out since they're in middle school. So you have kids now that are lifting more than grown men's, but that's their culture.
Facts.
So I want to bring that culture over here. I want to have my own nonprofit where I'll be able to give out scholarships to kids. I'll be able to say, hey, I don't care if it's just sports or if you're a straight A student, hey, here's a scholarship, go to school, go to UMass. I could pay that for you. So that's my vision. That's what
amazing,
I want to be
man.
in 5 years.
That's amazing. For
You're
sure.
giving back to your community.
Helping
For the-
families.
and for the
That's
kids.
where it's at.
That's for the future, helping the kids.
Yeah, the
that's
youth, the
super
kids with
important.
aspirations.
There's always respect for that.
Exactly.
Because that's one of the main things. Money, like in certain families, can't afford that, so the children just like don't have no hope. You know what I mean? So
Right. So
you're
when they
actually
got
a
that
hero.
help in here, yeah, man.
And think about it like this.
Facts.
How many kids we grew up that were nasty in sports, but they didn't have the sneakers or they didn't have
Tons.
the,
Bro,
you know what I'm
almost
saying? So
90%.
They ain't have
bro.
the support system,
90%,
period.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
90%.
So now I don't want to play, or they'll purposely will get bad grades. They make grades, knowing damn well like.
Right.
So
Let's
now,
be real. A lot of the kids that had bad grades were the ones that were more talented.
100%.
They went through a lot of that hardship in life
A lot of
where
trauma.
they had to figure it out for themselves because their parents weren't there. So giving back to those that actually go through the worst is actually the best thing you can do. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
The
a fact.
privilege always get a pass to get to the top. So to the ones that don't get that pass,
Even the privilege, like this is one thing I learned in the military. I met people that were millionaires that were so sheltered that their parents would say, hey, go join the military before I give you this $1 million. Because you were so sheltered that you don't even know, you're not going to know how to defend yourself. And I never understood that until I started getting older. And I'm like, oh shit, like I seen a grown-ass man. We had to combat as a military, right? So you had to learn how to fight and all that. Get slapped, boom, my man ran. He didn't know what to do. I said, yo, defend yourself. He's like, huh? I was like block something? He's like, I never had to do that. My parents, I was homeschooled my whole life. And there was no swearing in the house. There wasn't no yelling. And these are guys that like Beverly Hills, do implants. Like, you know, they got real money. And kid has a Ferrari. He's like, yeah, my dad told me I got to go to the military because I'm too soft.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, no
So
lie.
respectfully, as a person where you came from, how do you feel about somebody that gets sent to the military, all right, for being too soft when you know the history you came from?
I think depending on the job that you pick, it might be beneficial. You still learn structure. You still learn how to defend yourself. You still learn how to get by, but at the same time, everything goes back to your mental health.
Right.
I've seen people try to kill themselves. I've seen people that legit will gotta take the rope out. Like, yo, what are you doing? I can't take this no more. I've seen grown men get yelled, pee their pants because they never did that. I've seen people that grew up in the hood and now we shooting, just target.
Right.
They start shaking because they never heard a gunshot.
That's like a twofold to your question.
Right.
That's what?
It's a twofold to your question, right? If you let somebody that's been sheltered for 21 years and say, yo, here's $1 million, and you drop them in downtown Springfield, what do you think's gonna happen?
They ain't gonna know how to
What
act.
kind of
bro,
friends
man.
they're gonna
You know what I'm
attract?
saying? You're gonna get robbed. You're gonna
You a target. You a
They
target.
get used.
Respectfully, you a
Yeah,
target.
so they're gonna be like, you know what? Go learn how to defend yourself before I can send you in the world with this $1 million.
But let's be technical. Let's be technical. Half of these privileged people, and I'm talking, I might be light skinned. I might be like, damn, did he talking privilege and shit? I'm light skinned, but it don't even matter.
Dog, baby, to me, right?
All right, but I'm talking for what I lived through, what I physically lived through. You know what I'm saying? So now we talking what you really been through type shit. So a lot of these people that are actually got the privilege to get put into college, that they get everything bought in, cribs, condos, whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying?
Silver spoon.
They exactly, silver spoon. They got fed. You know what I'm saying? To throw them into something that you gotta survive, like it's survival of the fittest, them type shit. They're not gonna be built for that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you could throw them where you could throw them to teach them, but adapt. You know what it is to adapt. We know what it is to adapt. But what is for them to adapt? Do you really think that they're gonna have the same?
But that's why they going there.
this is what it is.
They trying to learn that there.
Adapting and learning is two different things.
They're not gonna adapt the way we learn.
So I'm gonna answer that question based
And learn how to adapt.
based on my experience.
Twofold.
He said so.
Right.
It's a twofold.
Respectfully. That's why I adapted. That was real. That's why I said what I said.
That's why I say it's a twofold to your question, depending on who gets thrown to the wolves or your situation. Me and you, we all from a different
Cloth, yeah.
So we can adapt quicker than we
But
can learn
there's
different
people.
ways, you know what I'm saying?
There's people from my experience, like I said, it from the hood, this and that, and the person that was privileged
They ain't got
survived way better than the person that lived in the gutter.
Right.
that. Do you really think that though?
No, I
He
seen it.
he said he seen
I-
it.
You know what I'm saying? This is real.
So explain how you seen that though. Like,
So,
is
like-
it because of what they had handed to them that made them last longer, or was it
No,
because
so let's
what
say-
they really did for what you were
So let's
doing?
say there's two privileged people, right? One has more bravado than the other. One says, you know what, sink or swim. I'm not gonna get bullied. I'm not gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that guy. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna strive because he doesn't want to fail. You have some people that are in the hood that, hey, I seen 20 shootouts in my life. But when you are there and you're hearing that gun go off, you see people shaking. The dude next to me with a grenade, it's a fucking live grenade. Perfect the whole time. When he got through this shit, he freezes. I'm looking up like this, I'm in a foxhole. And I'm counting the seconds like, oh shit, I'm gonna die today. This guy really froze. The dude started how to bang his hand and then throw this shit. You feel the smoke. When we're doing it's called cover me as you move. So you shoot, boom, pop a target. After you shoot 2-3 rounds, now you gotta go this way. I gotta suppress fire, I gotta cover you. I seen this dude put this shit on burst because he was so nervous. Cuba's dilated. And you would have never expected this from this person because he comes
Solid.
from the hood. He comes from this environment where he knows about drugs, he knows about this, but it's like saying, hey, this guy killed 5 people. He bought this life, but you go to jail and he's the softest person.
Absolutely
You
right.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only because you became a gangbanger doesn't mean you're gonna survive.
Right.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So everything is, like I said, is a perception that you're gonna bring out. Some people, they say, "Fuck this shit. This shit ain't for me.
Right.
I need out. I'm suicidal." And then you have the person they cry every night, but they say, "You know what? Tomorrow's a new day. I'm positive. Fuck it. I don't know how to fight, but guess what? We have a week to come back. I'm gonna learn something. Yo, teach me how to do this move again. Yo, let's do the firing drills. Teach me how to do this." And they learn because they adapt and they like, you know what? I'm not gonna let my mom and dad down.
So, personal question. What made you feel like you were scared? What was the biggest fear that you felt in the Army?
When I went to the Army, I wasn't scared because nothing was worse than my situation.
Nothing.
Nah.
So no matter what
I
you
did research. When I tell you I did research,
but there's a point in time that you feel like I'm gonna be being honest. Like if I step on a mine, nigga, that's just gonna blow me up. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? So, what was a point of your life in the Army that made you feel like, damn, this shit got me scared?
nothing, because I was shot at before. I had to defend myself before. Nothing that they did in that training. I understood training is training. So if I never would have experienced being shot at before or a certain situation, then I would have.
Right.
I'd have been, oh shit.
You're desensitized at that
But
point.
the thing, not even that is, I did. Remember, YouTube started coming along. So what if you go to YouTube, Army Infantry School, Army this? Guess what you get to see?
Everything that has to do with them. Yeah.
Before I went to boot camp, I did what it's called, it's like pre-op. So if I was gonna ship in 6 months, remember, I went to military school.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit I did in boot camp, I did in military school.
Respectfully.
So I already was privy to what we were gonna do. The shooting, the gas chamber, this, that. So when I went to boot camp, I understood this. Your job as a drill sergeant is to fucking fuck with my mind. The drill sergeant will go and say, hey, yo, Rem, in 2 minutes, I'm gonna yell at you, yell at him, and yell at him. One of y'all three, I guarantee y'all gonna be nervous. He's telling you what he's gonna do. 3 minutes, he does everything word by word, but that's where psychology come in play. So that's when I understood this is a head game. Boot camp is a big head game because I have to put fear in your life so you can still perform.
To perform, yeah. Okay.
Now,
They teach you to adapt to fear.
there's 4 people in this room, 2 pass the PT test, 2 fail. I can't come to you and say, hey, Rem, you had a 300. So I'm going to go smoke him because he failed. No. Yo, Rem, that pen fell on the floor. That's your fucking pen, right? No, that's not my pen. Oh, so you calling me a liar? Drop. Everybody drop.
Oh, shit.
But it's because they don't want him to feel like we're doing this because of you.
Oh, okay.
I understood psychology, like I said.
Right.
I've been doing this since I was in high school, reading. Like, this always was fascinating to me is, how can I get by? How can I not fail? So when I went to the military, I knew that got to pass my PT test. I got to shoot a certain way. Combatives, I already had that because I did that. My mom's boyfriend was a 5th degree black belt.
Oh, yeah.
So when it came to martial arts and boxing, I did that shit every day. So nothing that I won't say nothing you're going to do is not going to faze me, but I already experienced it.
Yep.
Like I said, I was always stronger than a lot of the people. So a lot of these grown men, I was tossing my rag dogs.
Easily.
Yeah, because I already knew the technique. So it's like if you're a boxer and I'm not a boxer, you could say swing. I'm going to swing crazy and you're just going to.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, you do it to me. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm already going in ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
My understanding was, you're not going to break me. So as long as I don't let you break me, I'm winning. At the end of boot camp, I got a speech. Hey, yo, you're the only one we didn't get to break. If Gio fucked up, guess what I was doing? I was doing push-ups with him. If Gio didn't pass his PT test, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on. I'm doing it with you and still doing my PT. I showed the leadership. I showed that I'm not above anybody because I got all these awards.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what kept me going is I got to make sure that these are my brothers
You
now.
were showing leadership.
Yeah.
Is that and you it's like you play sports. You always look up to that one player like, yo, that's our captain.
That's a captain.
Yo, if he's having a bad game, shit. Damn, Axel not hitting his threes today. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? But when they look up to you,
Better not be like that.
you know this is what it is. So, you know, that's pretty much how the Army was for me. Like it was just
It sounds like there's layers of complexity
Yeah,
as far
definitely.
as you speaking on that. That's interesting, man. And that's good. We need a lot more leaders around here, man. You know what I mean? Like
It's proper preparation. Think about it like this, right?
preparation.
You're engineering, right? You do all this other stuff. If I come and I come up with a song, and then I play engineer, if you don't have the steps, you're gonna be like, shit,
Yep.
what the fuck? But now you know,
Yep.
this is how you do it first, this is how you're gonna do that second verse, how you're gonna do the third verse, this when we're gonna bring the beat up. That's your lane.
Yep.
If you tell me step by step, I'm gonna read and I'm be like, huh, maybe this one? No, because I'm not prepared. I mean, when I went to the military, like, remember, I got kicked out 2007. I already did some of this shit already. So I had to redo it again. So I already had a head start on everybody else. So to me, it was just, I did this shit already. I used to just like, I know you're gonna come smoke me. I know you're gonna throw my bag this way. You're gonna give a unrealistic task. Everybody take out their bunks, 30 seconds. If it doesn't get done, you're gonna get smoked. There's no way in hell, there's 400 people. You're gonna take 400 bunks to that door. So it was just,
That'd be crazy.
you're gonna get smoked for 2 to 3 hours.
My brother be like, yo, that shit is crazy.
This-
He's in Germany right now.
He's in it, yeah.
Yeah, he's
They
in
fuck
Germany.
with you. It's,
Oh, yeah, he's
and they really tell you, 5 minutes, I'm gonna fuck with you. And you see niggas scared, like,
and they fuck with you.
it's all mental, it's all a psychology game, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is.
Have you
It's-
done that? What's that thing called? That you jumping in that tub of ice? What is that called?
Oh, like the ice bath.
Ice bath.
Like the
Yeah.
ice bath.
So the uniforms back in the days, right? The camel ones, that was like gray. That shit had like 200 ways to fucking float. They brought us to the fucking Olympic-sized pool with ice and all that shit. Hey, here you go. Learn this, do this type of shit, or not, you can't get out. Yeah, so it's fun.
Crazy.
He said, it's fun. It's fun. I don't know how fun that is, but yeah, it's fun.
If you don't take it personal, your life is way easier.
Right,
That's what I said at the
exactly.
beginning. Like, when I learned patience, it's like, hey, you're gonna fuck with me
Was
regardless.
it patience or patience to drown? Because you sounded like it's fun, but it's not fun when
Yeah,
you're
'cause-
drowning.
I pay, like, when I say I pay attention to every little thing, I pay attention to every little thing. So if Rem didn't pay attention, I might try to tell him, hey, pull this one. But remember, what's the first thing that happened? Anxiety kicks in. That's how people normally drown. If somebody, God forbid, gets shot, they sometimes don't die from the bullet. They die from the shock, the
shock,
heart attack,
exactly.
Yeah.
because everybody's screaming. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, from stuff that I seen growing up, I had family members that got shot, all these other things. So I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? I seen an uncle that get shot. My mom had to do a tourniquet, take out. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I already witnessed growing up. So as I got older, it was like, okay, I've been through this. You know what I'm saying? So one thing the reason why they be so hard in the military is because if you got to shoot and you never felt like no tear gas or no bomb go off or nothing, you're not gonna know how to do it.
Yeah.
But now you experience it to a certain extent that now you're gonna say, that's my target right there. Everything in the background, I'm gonna block it off. It's like if you get into a fight and you're about to get jumped, you know exactly how to move. You can't explain what you will do, but then you're in that
What your
situation, you
movement does,
know what I'm saying? So that's how your body reacts.
respectfully.
So
And what's that experience? Because you say you have the security company. So being in the nightlife, how's that? You see the demons out partying, you see knuckleheads or anything, or is everything smooth sailing? Or like how is the security life like for you?
by the grace of God so far, we haven't had any issues. It's been very smooth. Like I said, a lot of people know who I am, so they give me the respect. We've been in situations where people are gonna take our guns or people are gonna do certain things, and we like, yo, this is my company here, or I have this, I'm in this club, or I got my staff in this club. Yo, came out bad, and they keep it pushing. At the end of the day, scared of me is just they respect me, so they make my life easier. You know what I'm saying? So when we do a lot of stuff with these artists, they feel comfortable because they know that we have insurance, we have license, and the first thing I tell these celebrity is, you have an entourage. That guy might be new to your entourage. He does some dumb shit. That falls on you. You brought him along. He shoots somebody. Yeah, you're gonna get the lawyer, but now your image is you can't bring him out because this happened. Now I have a license, I have insurance, and sometimes during big events, I don't have an issue just calling the state, hey, I need to hire 2 cops because we're gonna have 500 people here today. I'd rather pay the $500 to have 2 police officers and my armed staff so
For
that
sure.
you feel comfortable.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
See what I'm saying? So it's all strategy, and like I said, it's all just the psychology of life. Is why put yourself in a situation where you're not gonna succeed?
Right. Right. You don't want to be stagnant in life. You want to be able to move forward. That's dope because you're dealing with like celebrities. So you're like, you know, you're networking, I believe, right? Like,
It's networking, word of mouth. Hey, Kenneth took care of me. Go high
Yeah.
full court pressure.
Right.
Hey, Kenneth
Exactly.
took care of me again. Now, a lot of these artists, I have their contact. Hey, listen, I'm gonna call somebody in Boston that I know. Hey, I got this guy. He could come next week. Do you want to book him? Now I'm bringing you bookings. Now I'm bringing you money, and I'm not saying I want a PC out of it. When they try to pay me, I was like, no, you're good. So we build that relationship.
yeah,
You know
fire.
what I'm saying? So like I was showing Gift earlier, got certain artists that are wanted to come 2024. They reaching out to me because they know they feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or they get hired for
Fire.
certain weed events, and it's yo, can we have 2 of your guys, or can you personally come and do this? Because we feel comfortable with you. They just got Marcus Camby right now. We're gonna be with him tomorrow. We did
Nice.
security for him one time. They pulled me to the side. Yo, Ken, we like how you do stuff. Whenever he comes to Springfield, you're the guy. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
that's based on, like I said, being approachable, treating them with respect, giving them their space. Is everybody wants to be treated like a human.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter. Axel been with a lot of celebrities, and he'll tell you the same thing. They don't want people being like, oh my
That
God,
boy is
let's
celebrity
take 50,
himself.
100 pictures.
That's not how you get close to
You know what I'm saying? They want you-
You need a
Yeah, they want to vibe out with you. They want to feel normal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest things that I learned too when we did it for Bobby Shmurda. He was so laid back. I analyzed his whole crew, how he move around people, and I'm like,
That was a good one. That was like, we was eating Thanksgiving dinner with him.
Shmurda?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a cool event, you know what I mean? Smooth. Like,
same thing when we had Jeezy with us.
Jeezy.
We all having dinner. We all, like, when I say we was bugging out, like, we had this huge dinner table. It's probably like 20 of us, 20, 25 of us. And we just eating, they fucking up people's orders. We cracking jokes on each other. Like, yo, y'all know you want a wing now? Here, take my wing. And it was just a dope event that even when we went to the club, she's asking us, yo, you think I should wear this instead? And what about this? And we having real life conversation. It's like, yo, where you came from?
Yeah, because they're human too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they appreciate that, you know?
Like, we link, we lock in with them. Like, it's
Yeah.
not even like, yeah, we security, we know what we here to do, but we not treating, we gonna treat y'all like y'all from the hometown. Like,
Yeah,
you know
the
what
cousins
I'm
and
saying?
shit, like family.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we've been around. Like, just in the last 6 months, like, we've been around.
Tons of celebrities.
What's some of those names though?
LBL, Millie's, Nano, Jeezy, Joel's, Davies. We have Benny the Butcher. We have so many artists that is
Catalog.
Don't forget about the
Bobby Shmurda.
We got the reggaeton.
Right. The reggaeton heads, yo.
Oh, with what's that? Jomo.
Jomo, we did a skitty with him. We did
Shout out Axel baby.
Up the block, girl.
We had PZ.
Axel
Easy.
Baby in here.
Axel baby.
Like, so it's emotion.
even being around Peasy, you know what I'm saying? Then Detroit people is different. You talk about culture.
Yeah.
Culture is
Peasy's
a
fire.
real thing. You know what I'm saying? But they respected our grind because when, like I said, I have a military background. When I spotted a car that was following us, I texted him, hey, take a left here. Don't worry about the rest. Surround the car, very militant, take out the guns, whatever. Then out of nowhere, his entourage kind of like, whoa, this is what we're trying to avoid. You don't have to take out your shit.
Yeah.
Let me do my
Got
job.
covered,
Right, right.
But then when he seen that we wasn't scared, and when somebody was pump faking, Peasy's a big dude, got in front of him, no, I got this. Then he appreciated it because it's like, damn, we don't know what he's gonna pull out. This guy's pump faking, then he grabbed his gun and put it in front of him. And it was some crazy shit.
Wow,
But-
damn. Honest.
Right.
But now,
crazy.
that gave him to say, yo, Ken, this is my personal number. Yo, Ken, I'm gonna
Respect.
be in CT, pull up. Yo, Ken, are you willing to go on tour? And I could have taken that opportunity, but then I thought about, I just opened up this brand. If I leave, a lot of contracts are gonna fall. I could be greedy and say, yo, $10,000 every 2 to 3 weeks sounds lovely. But then what about everybody around me? So when my team saw that I turned down big money, they was like, okay, you know what? You're not selfish. You're not greedy. We're really a team.
Yeah, respect.
So, you know.
A man of respect, a man of honor, you know, a man
And,
of
and
principles.
dignity.
Huh?
Dignity and pride.
Dignity, right? Yeah, that's a blessing. Good shit. And you got something you want to tell Kenny?
Nah, man, it's much respect. That's it.
I appreciate it.
Respect.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Make sure y'all go get that gumbo, Ocean Drive gumbo.
Yes, sir. You see the gumbo hat right there? Got the beanie.
So what y'all got tapped in with Gumbo?
Yeah.
What's the next move for Gumbo? What's the next move for all the connects that y'all got? What's up?
So, I mean, obviously, we have the Ocean Drive. We're cooking, you know, different strain and stuff like that. So, once we perfect what we want, then that's when we throw it out. I don't like jumping into the first thing. Like, you know, I like to give out samples to people. So, you know, the street will always tell you if the
Yep.
shit is good or not.
Yep.
Like I said, when I seen how much money people were paying for the Ocean Drive, it was a no-brainer. Same thing with the full court pressure, you know. The movement that we did, and not just on the weed side, because if you go to Days Cannabis, you still see that full court pressure on the legal side. You see the clothing, we see a lot of different things. But like I said, I just don't want to be known as a weed guy. I want to be known as an entrepreneur, but also,
Straight up.
even if I come out with a different strain, I want that strain to help people. Like I said, I'm big on mental health. You gotta smoke a little bit to calm your nerves.
Indeed.
Let's make that happen.
Do so,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
But do it, you know, responsibly.
Right, and it's give you the proper strain that's gonna mellow you out and not gonna make you hyper or delusional or nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because what you smoke do play a big part. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're taking medication, there's certain things you can't mix. You know what I'm saying? So now you might have to do an edible. You might have to do a drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's learning more so I could give out to the consumer and not just say, hey, I'm just trying to take your money. No, I'm giving you the proper product that's going to benefit you on your day-to-day life.
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. Gift, you want to say anything before we close?
No, that's pretty much covered most of it, yeah. Got the businesses, everything.
Speak more on some Elite Connect since we got Elite Connect.
You know, we're going to have
CEOs.
some more merch, you know. You see some of the sweaters around, those are some of the prototypes. I got Kenny's coming. He's a 2XL, he's a big guy. We definitely got another batch that's gonna come. Me and T are here, we're gonna drop one. It's gonna be
We also
embroidered.
joined with Gumbo. So shout out to Kenny for
Yup, shout out to
locking us
Kenny.
in. We're gonna get our stamp soon. So that's coming too.
Yup,
With full court pressure. So
big
that's
moves.
That's coming.
2024 is gonna be
It's going
good.
to be a huge collab, like I said before.
And with ACM, we gotta throw those on the sweaters too. I gotta throw that on there because he's definitely affiliated. You know what's up.
We're going to be doing some big
But,
things.
we got big moves coming for sure.
Also, I almost forgot about the other partnership that I did with Esco Leaves and stuff like that. So working on getting a flavor for that as well, which that's not just going to be mine. That's going to be their flavors, you know what I'm saying? So
Fire.
I want them, like I said, we're all family, we're all a
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? It's not like I said, who's making the most or who's here. We all on the same
Yeah.
page.
We all on the same
All
page,
essential.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
It's
Exactly.
family.
And those leaves are fire, man. They come 5 in a pack, different flavors. It's almost like the
Definitely
backwoods. You don't
one
gotta
thing
gut
we
them.
gotta
They're
say-
amazing.
New merch is coming out. It's gonna have definitely a big bang. January. Well, I don't know what the date is because the team is talking about it, but it's definitely gonna be.
It's gonna
new
be early in
merch.
the year. We trying to do it within the first couple months.
Salute.
Salute, bro. You know, no, you
All
good.
right,
E?
gang.
Yeah.
You need two, bro? I was about to say. Mama Beach.
You chilling? You holding it down?
But definitely about to be new merch.
We're gonna have some fire drops, man. It's gonna be a dope collaboration.
Guys, it's for the girls too.
Yup. Look, the ladies got it too, right? The ladies got it too.
It's for the girls too.
We about to have the kid sizes and all. Trust me, we trying to tap into everything. Try to have little onesies with the Elite Connect
It's
logo on it.
Definitely, we gonna definitely be
For everything,
tapping
for
in all
everything.
sides.
Yeah, we tryna get for everything.
Let me show. If I show you a picture of the fit that I was rocking with the full court
Yep.
pressure.
Killing it. You was
Dope,
killing
dope.
it. Pressure. That's all we
Definitely.
need.
Yeah, we just trying to
Wow.
get everybody right.
One big thing we're doing is we're trying to bring our our brand out. We're moving as a team,
In a positive
as a
way.
family, in a positive way. We want everybody to tap in, all types of age. Salute to the man
For
that
real,
put
big
us
dog.
down with this shit.
Big dog, for real.
Big dog,
Respect.
the general.
Ken.
You get what I'm saying? Ken, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you see the shit?
It's elite.
The Elite
Gotta
Connect.
make sure you
Everybody
can see
get
it, you know.
connected.
Right.
That's in one. But at the end of the day, we just want to put a positive message, you know, for everybody that's tapped in with us.
For real.
Guys, is there anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, we thank you for everybody that support, that bought the merch. I didn't even make the first drop public. I literally text people on my phone. My brother did the
All
same.
sold
And, we sold out, had to buy extra, and I still got people asking for more.
Our new drop is going to be public for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, for
That's
sure. We're
definitely
going to make
gonna
that
be
one
public for
public.
everybody.
Everybody's going to know.
And Full Core Pressure is going to be something that we collab with.
That's already
So,
public. You can find that,
You're gonna be
we'll
able to
leave
tap in
everything
with
description
everybody
in
to
the
get
bio, so.
It's gonna be a dope collab, man. It's gonna be a dope collab.
Nah,
And it's
it
gonna
is.
be more, like I said, it's gonna be for the culture. It's gonna be for everybody who support each other.
Yep.
You're gonna see a lot of brands growing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the music, Elite Connect,
Yep.
the detailing businesses. It's gonna be a lot of different things.
Yeah,
Everything's gonna
exactly.
be for the city. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna see that it's that old school vibe where people put each other in position to win. It's
Yeah.
not, what can I get from you in order to get here?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
wash another, both wash the
We
face.
trying to build long relationships. We're not trying to build short relationships, not just to
Exactly,
take your money. We try to take care of you, make sure that every time you come, we take care of you, give you good service every single time, no matter what it is.
every
Deserve.
single time.
Music, we got the security, everything. You literally we're a one-stop shop. You literally can find everything here. For real. We literally can find everything here. And shout out to my boy D right here, SigmaThreeMedia 3 for the logo. He's the one that created the Elite Connect logo.
Salute.
So shout out to my boy.
Tap in, tap in.
And
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man, it's gonna be a great year.
Tap
I'm
in
excited.
for RZX.
Yup,
Especially, that shit was built off of the brand.
that's right.
Double LR is a branch off. So, Double LR, we coming soon.
You got some members in Double LR.
So, this is the members. That's another member. You know
You know?
what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's Elite Connect, it's RZX, it's Double LR,
And shout out Zen
and
Rem.
Full Court Pressure, Days Cannabis.
Big ACM, you heard?
ACM, yup. Big
You know what I'm saying?
ACM.
Big Axel in the building.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
coming out. Axel, when your video dropping?
Yo, bro, give me like a week and a half, baby, you heard?
They fiending, they want it.
At the end of the day, we moving as
Yo,
a
matter of
team.
fact, let me take a look.
Go ahead, book your session with Zen Rem, man. RZX Studios.
I'll be the perfect right there.
Let me see something.
Post this
Like
video
he said,
before the
book your
podcast
sessions,
airs.
RZX. You know what I'm saying?
Downtown
We got
Springfield, prime location.
We'll make you sound great.
the best studio in the world, my nigga. I'm gonna put
Believe
it
that.
hands flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Nobody got this type of talent.
Shout out
Nobody
to
got
all
this type
studios.
of pressure.
Shout out to-
Yeah, shout out to everybody. You know.
There's a mix of teams. Shout out to all the teams. We in here. We putting pressure at all times. So salute to everybody in this motherfucking building.
Straight
And
up.
it's a good night for y'all. You heard?
It's a good night. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Zen Rem, CloudLounGe Rem podcast. Shout out to everybody in the building. Lovely night.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ken.
Shout out Big Dog Ken.
Capital H. Salute.
Clifford.
Respect. Let's get it. Full Core Pressure. Elite Connect. The sponsored.
Yes,
you already
sir.
know. Peace easy.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.